Good evening. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for the evening, as we're here now on Thursday, the 30th of May. One more trading day left in the month. Wow. How fast we're going to be in June. Isn't it amazing? Before I get too far and review everything with you, I want to remind you, today's the last full day of the sale. Somewhere tomorrow morning, probably, this is going to end in the computers. So just giving you a fair warning, I don't know the time it'll happen, but 40% off any of the courses that I have, the full charting course, the enhanced Bollinger Band on the outside day course, and 40% off any of my research one-year packages, which makes it extremely affordable. I mean, you're looking at the price of one cup of Starbucks in many cases for the whole month to get all the research, the videos, everything that we do, the special reports. I think you'll find it interesting. IraEpstein.com, or you can move your cursor to the top up here at any point in time. Now, let's go through, if we could, first, what we've got. First piece of news, ex-President Trump found guilty on all 34 counts of the misdemeanors. He could, in theory, be sentenced to 4 years in prison, which would run, as I understand it, I'm not an attorney, I understand it run concurrently. Okay. Will he appeal? Yep. Will he win? You don't know what's going to happen. That's why it's called an appeal. What are the grounds? Blah, blah. The big event in the morning is going to be the personal income spending PCEs. Now, these are what they're looking for. You can always hit pause and you can see where they were and what they're looking for right now. At 8:45 after that, we get the Chicago Business Barometer, and you can see this PMIs that you're going to be coming out with, and those are the numbers too. I just wanted to put that there so you can see about where you're at on everything. All righty. So today was another one of those days where the market nosedove, and it's down again tonight. And I'm going to repeat. I know people don't like to talk about it, but is this the sell may go away phenomena? It well could be. And we'll look at the charts and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The copper market got hit today, and I think these are the people that were holding on from the $5 level as the market came down. Why did the market fall so much? I did my darn best to explain to everybody that, number one, it was deliveries that were coming on for the June contract. You had to get the copper into the States. Because of all the sanctions and because of how copper's handled in London and in Chicago, I call it Chicago, it's really COMEX Exchange, New York, but Merck owns it. That was the difference, and it was unique. They had to bring the copper in. But now that that's done, I want to, again, repeat, nothing has changed on the demand part of this. All right, you're still going to use as much copper that you had to, 3 to 4 times in an electric car than you do in an ICE engine. You've got to build all these grids to handle the AI. In China, they've got to get their economy going, and somehow, some way, they got to finish and get rid of the property market problems. They got to spur on development in the country, more manufacturing. Copper is used in all that, and less is being produced. Those are the things you're facing. But there's a time and place to come in. I did my report. I have not yet pulled in the futures the trigger. Today was the first day that I let clients buy the COPX. All right, so we'll see if that's right or wrong. They did go home with a small profit. Doesn't mean anything. In the dollar index, the market came down 37 points, but all of this means very little because everything, I want to use that word in quotes, we'll hang on the PCE in the morning. Treat it as a major report. It'll be there and done with in an hour after it's out, but the reaction to it can be abrupt and it could be nothing. You just don't know. It's considered a big event, so be careful. When we come to the gold market, you see how you're just drifting around right here. Market's basically unchanged for the week. You've come down in the market here. You had a spike, but your last support's this whole area. Are you going to be able to poke through that or not? Will be one of the questions. The pattern in the gold temporarily is bearish. Lower highs, lower lows. So until you take out 2388, The trend is bearish, bearish being lower highs, lower lows. This is a swing line study. And that is a study that I teach in my full charting course, by the way. The market is underneath the 18-day average. So the bias is down. So the trend is down, the bias is down. A potential target, back into this support at the 23.18 area for all purposes. And in terms of momentum, very oversold. So you can get down there, but I don't think there's going to be legs to the break to the downside. Could I be wrong? Yeah. Am I telling clients to buy it here? Absolutely not. Is it still in a bear camp? Yeah, but do I think that it's time to add the shorts? Not when you're that oversold. Then we get to the August gold, July silver. Now, this has come down dramatically if you really look at it from there. And from here, from nearly 87 level all the way down to 73.5, it's due for a little bit of a bounce. That doesn't mean it's a trend change. You'd have to close over 79.18 right now in order to say, something more is at work than a bounce in it. We've had these bounces before. It hasn't really changed the overall trend. And when we look over at the chart, overbought market, getting a little pullback, but unlike the gold, you have higher lows, and suddenly you have a lower high. So be a bit cautious right here. You're going into a potential pause in the market. Then we get to the copper, which is let go. Now, as you know, and I'm sure if you look at yesterday's video, I said I want to see this market fight at this number, and if it can and it starts getting over right here the day before this, then I could start getting friendly to the market. But I needed to fight the battle. This is what it did today. It didn't fight the battle. It just caved in on rallies. Now the 480 level should be the resistance, and you are oversold. The bear play on a chart is still at work. It's too oversold for me to tell clients to go short, but if it wanted to reach to 448, it most certainly could do so. In the platinum market, the market has retreated to the home of the 18-day average of closes in red. Big support between the Bollinger Band bottom and 948, 944.80, the 100-day and the 50-day average. Momentum pointing down and no trend at work on the chart. And last in the dollar index, you're just stuck at the 18-day average, which I figured you'd be going into the all-important PCE numbers in the morning. So watch those PCE. They'll be the fireworks. End of the month, evening up. A lot of people doing different things in the market, so just beware of that. With that, I'm Ira Epstein. Remember, the sale is still on. You can take advantage of that by just simply going to iraepstein.com, taking advantage. I'm Ira. You have yourself a great day.